Hi, this is Mark News from Plant Talk Radio. Thanks for subscribing and listening to our podcast, Your Gardening Questions from Plant Talk Radio. If you have a gardening question you'd like our host Fred Howard to answer, send him an email. The email address is fred@planttalkradio.com. Now for today's question.
How can we help you, Rick?
Yes, we've moved into a house this past year. This was our first year in the spring, summer here, and we've come up with a little problem with earwigs.
Mm-hmm.
And they're getting some of them's been in the house, and we've cleaned up all around the outside, and we've used some insecticide. But I wanted to know if you had any good methods and a good insecticide to actually kill them.
Well, the answer is yes, but. And the but part is that you probably won't get rid of all of them. They are denizen of dark, humid areas. They love a mulched area. They love to be under the bottom shingles and so on of a house. I have actually one time I was actually frightened by the beggars. Happened to be a golden rain tree that had a bad looking spot on it. And as I pulled the bark back to see what was happening, there must have been 50 of those devils came out, few of them on my hand and so on. Now, they're not going to do me any harm, but they sure made me panic. And I talked to the client later after using an insecticide, and they hadn't had that much luck with getting them away from their property and so on. But I would try Bonides 8, either that or the, oh, come on, mine just closed down. Captain Jack's Dead Bug Brew is another one. Now, one of the things that will help as far as in the house is concerned is if you try to leave a small space between mulch and bottom of home. And it's not going to be very thorough. That's where you want to use the insecticide, even to spray on the mulch and in this area to create something of a barrier. And there is a barrier type insecticide by Bonide I can't name right now, but at the same time, they're not going to hurt you, but they're darn nuisance. I don't like them. I stomp them good when I find them. I will, well, let's just say, discuss their presence in my home, negatively, of course. And then outside, I try to keep the mulch away from the foundation just enough to create something of a barrier. But the, I can't name it right now. It is a Bonide product. I'm sure you'll find it on the shelf with their products. That is a barrier type insecticide that you put down. Apparently it has lasting quality. And when the bug walks on it, even though they'll keep on moving for a while, they will end up maybe not in the house itself. They're named because at one point in time, they found earwigs literally coming out of somebody's ear.
Hey.
Yeah, not too much information.
Way
Mark.
too much information there, Fred.
But in any event, it's named. It is not as harmful, as it is. As a matter of fact, in terms of injuries in trees, they will eat the residual bark and stuff, sometimes cleaning up the wound a little bit, but still ugly, nasty. I hope my mimer will work for me, but it's not coming through on the insecticide that is the barrier type. But in the meantime, Captain Jack's Dead Bug Brew is pretty lethal to creatures, especially when you get it on them.
If you go to the
8 is indeed good.
If you go to the Bonide website, they suggest a couple of things. They have their ant, flea, and tick killer granules will also take care of earwigs, as will the Revenge ant bait granules.
Okay. Very good. That's the expertise on the computer working for us. Thank you, Mark. And I hope that you grab those names, Rick, because nobody I know likes an earwig. They look like they're going to stab you and carry you away, but they're unable to do that. They don't even bite under most circumstances. They're just a darn nuisance. So I hope that'll help you.
Hey, thanks again for listening to our podcast. Be sure to subscribe to our other podcasts as well, the Plant of the Week podcast and the Plant Talk Radio podcast, all on iTunes or your favorite podcast player. If you'd like to sponsor a daily podcast, contact us at fred@planttalkradio.com. To find out more about Fred Hauer and Plant Talk Radio, visit our website, planttalkradio.com.
We've had a lot of questions about how we started the Dollar Saving Divas and why we do this.
I know. Well, I'm Kelly.
And I'm Leslie.
And we are the Dollar Saving Divas, but we do more than just
Dollar saving tips. But we started talking about this. It was
15 years ago when we used to work together.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember we started it because we both like the same kind of food.
Yeah.
So we would go in search of
There's lunch every day.
Lunch every day.
Let's find the best chili.
Let's find the best crab cake. Remember, we would just go place to place,
and we would compare, and it was our fun little lunch break every day.
It was a joke that we said, we ought to do this sometime for like a radio show
and we both had young kids, and so we were trying to find ways to even cut costs and still provide all those things that you want to provide for your family and live within your budget.
And I used to do a lot of events and marketing, so we've done everything from tricks and tips on, party planning and how to decorate a table to different foods. I mean, we've traveled around the community to lots of different
we
cities.
discovered some things in the community that, we didn't know were there. We thought, well, gosh, other people should know.
Exactly. Great shopping places. We even took a vacation to Naples, Florida, which I think we should do more of that traveling,
absolutely.
actually.
Yeah, we should do more
I think some international would be good.
But I think it's a lot of our life experiences. A lot of life
experiences. We're not going to say how many combined, but
sharing that with other people.
Yeah, I don't want to say we could, together it would be like.
No, we're not going to say that.
I'm not even going to go there. I think it's really funny when we're now actually going and looking for sponsors. I mean, people are actually following us, and they're,
I know.
It's amazing. It's like
people do want to hear what we have to say.
And actually, I've heard some people even take notes. They have to replay it because, I want to know where that really good happy hour is, and
well, everybody wants to know where a really good happy hour is.
And we're really good because we know where all the good happy hours are. Just ask us any place you live.
All those years of work, you need to know a good lunch spot and a good happy hour spot,
and never the two shall meet because you shouldn't be drinking at lunch. But it's just been really fun, and I think we're really expanding the things we're doing, which is I never thought that people would actually listen to us.
Well, I think that's the fun part is we are doing what's fun to us.
Exactly. So it's not like it's work.
Right. We're just having a good time and talking about it.
And maybe we shouldn't be talking about some of the good times that we have.
Well, right. Probably a little censorship would be good.
Well, I think we go bleep, bleep in between things.
That's why these podcasts are really 20 minutes, but we edit them down to 8.
Yes, because
there's so many things that should go in there.
Yes, bleep, bleep. It's like that. What is it? What do they do on the on TV? It's like the lag time or the...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We have to have a 10-second delay.
That's it, the 10-second delay. But we've really had fun, and so I hope people continue to listen to us.
Yeah.
And if people have things that they thought would make a good podcast, they really ought to, contact us.
Let us know, because we're always open to new adventures.
Yeah, particularly if they include travel, food, and
alcohol. Yeah. We're down.
We're good to go.
Circle270media.com